Hello and welcome back to the Colony with Man and the Antz. We are back in Airport CEO, and if you're a keen watcher of the series, you may be looking at this airport and thinking to yourselves, hey Mance, wasn't your airport just a lot worse than this? I recall it being just a general crap show, and this seems very different, somewhat more organised. And first of all, that's rude. How dare you? This is a channel of positivity, not rudeness for the sake of rudeness. Second of all, you're entirely correct. This is an entirely different airport. I come to the conclusion that the previous airport was so badly organised to start with that it's probably better just to start again, get ourselves back to the same position we were in the last video, in the last series, I suppose, playthrough, and carry on from there rather than trying to make what we had work. So, as you can see, the entrance always comes in through the middle here. So this section off to the left is taxi bays, car park bays, bus bays, and then just car drop-offs, I should say, and then car parks over here. And we can expand the car parks up into this space here, which I think is going to be one of the first things I do, because car parks are money. We moved the construction and the delivery sites down here immediately out of the way. I did build this little staff room just for constructors or contractors. They refuse to use it unless I untick it and retick it, in which case they would usually run in there and then run out again, but otherwise they don't use it, so I might end up deleting that. And then we have the service road coming off here. It comes off of the right because I don't want all the service vehicles having to come in across the traffic that's coming back out. So we don't have the loop that we had before, which seemed to cause issues. We don't have that split scenario. We have one service road that comes up here, goes along there. It feeds the medium aircraft stands there, the small aircraft stands there. We have all the same amenities, so the police station, the emergency response station, the 2 fuel depots, and the vehicle depot as well. We have a medium runway here, the small runway here, which is looking quite damaged. We'll repair that. Does that one need it as well then? Let's do that one while we're here. We have a hangar up here, a single medium ATC tower rather than a small and a medium, because that's pointless, and a medium weather station and a windsock. And we have a couple of bird strike devices as well, which I did learn as I was doing the second run through of this, that you can increase the range of them by doing that, which obviously costs more to operate per hour, but interesting to know. As you can see, I have this weird taxiway set up here, which I thought I'd leave there so we could have sort of possible future expansion. I don't really know what I'd do with it. Maybe when we have this area unlocked, we can put another runway across there, join them up there and there, but then I don't really want the traffic from the small runway and interacting with the medium one. So maybe we'll put another medium runway in, like starting here, coming back to here, and then have one as a takeoff, one as a landing. Maybe we'll do something like that. Anyway, that's where we are. So our terminal is here. It seems, as you can see, it's just a lot. It started off being so nicely laid out. So each of these gates was set for a single stand, and each of them had an airline assigned to them, and so I color coded the floors to match the airline. I just gave up with that now. They all are now, you can see that I named them and everything based on the airline they were assigned. I gave up with that and just said allow all airlines and figure yourself out, because it just got a little bit confusing, I think. These ones here, these kind of checkerboard ones, they're the medium aircraft terminals. So the layout is a bit weird. It's not like it goes in a sensible order. I've also just squeezed in a couple of random extra ones just to fit in a couple of other aircraft stands, and we will probably carry on expanding across to them and getting all of these converted from general aviation to commercial flights, because I think we make more money from those. That's the plan. We have 2 exits, we have 2 security and medium security checkpoints, because they seem to get people through a lot faster, which is good for us. And also we're going to be able to then connect up our belt system as well, although I don't know how that's going to work. These are our check-in desks, all of these along here. One of the things I realized as I was doing this is that you need a check-in desk per gate. You can't have like 2 check-in desks and 4 gates if they're all going to have flights active at the same time. You need to have a check-in desk per gate, which is why we've ended up with so many. I don't know how I ended up with this reverse one here turned around all on itself compared to the other 2. Obviously when we get to doing the belts at some point we'll have to change that. We have a subway entrance as well just here, and I think that is about everything. So we are currently standing at 1.5 million. It seems like we're not making much money, but we are holding steady, whereas in the previous run through, if you recall, it wasn't going so well for us. We were pretty poor, we were hemorrhaging money, we were trying to make the medium runway work, it wasn't really working for us. So the next thing in the tutorial panel, we've done all of that, so we'll just hit next, is doing shops, hiring a strategy director, there we go. Completing the franchise shop R&D, putting a shop in the terminal and all sorts of things like that. So that's what we're going to do next. I do just want to show you, I was looking at all sorts of things as I was waiting for stuff, because I'd spend a lot of time just waiting for stuff to research and everything. I noticed that in the economy tab here, it shows you quite nice, I never looked, it's obvious thing now that I'm saying it out loud, but I never really looked before, but quite a nice little breakdown of your income. So in particular, aircrafts are obviously bringing in the most money by far, which is lovely. I don't know if it doesn't break down between commercial and general aviation. I suppose the runway usage and the parking fees are the same for each, as is the fuel sales, roughly the same for each. But it's the passengers you have on the commercial ones that are going to make a little bit extra, I suppose. Makes sense. But as you can see, passengers make 800, parking 1400 just on parking, which is interesting. So that's, you know, almost 10% of the money we make from just aircraft alone comes from just people parking their cars. So that's very, very interesting. So we're definitely going to look into expanding that car park very soon. Whilst we are here, I can just show you on the construction side of things, I have I think, do I not have any? I thought I had like 4 constructors around. I do, 4 deployed. I didn't want to dismiss all of them. I thought if I do want to do something, I'll leave a couple on site. So we've got 4 contractors, sorry, stood around just in case something happens. But at least we're not paying for 90 odd then. Yes. Oh, and this is the staff room, and there's a staff-only toilet connected just to the staff room. I don't know why that didn't occur to me before, but what a sensible idea. Now the staff don't have to leave the staff room to go to the toilet. And then we have male and female customer toilets there as well. And then we do have a lounge area up here. I've never seen anyone use the lounge. I don't know. There's also just 4 people stood in there. 4 staff members just costing us money. So maybe this doesn't do anything at the moment. Maybe we need to do something else to make it work. I don't really know. But yeah, so that's where we are. So, research. Oh, so I set up aircraft cabin cleaning and then never assigned anyone to it. I tended to do that a lot. So maybe we will scrap that for now. Oh, we can't scrap it for now. So we'll just put everyone on it. We'll put 5 on it and it will go through and it'll get there in the end. We are running at slower speed at the moment. We are going to need a strategy director. In terms of staff, we have most of these spots filled. But we don't have a CFO, a strategy director, or a HR director. So we're going to get the strategy director next, which unlocks the franchise R&D project. So we couldn't actually have done that until we have this guy. Let's speed time up then, so we can try and get that done faster. Increases R&D project speed by 5% as well, so not all that bad at all. Shifts, we not really looked at shifts. So I need a HR director, so that's fine, we won't worry about it. Executives, strategy director. There are 2. One is very good, one is very terrible. And the price difference between them is insane. What if we say no to both of those? No, I don't want one for $11 an hour either. Is there one which is a bit of a middle ground, perhaps? That'll do. So here's the airport during the day. These stands are looking quite rough, aren't they? I'm going to repair these while we've noticed them. There we go. Don't know why that didn't work the first few times. What kind of upgrades are there? None. Okay, excellent. And these stands, oh, I was going to say I thought I repaired them not that long ago, but it obviously is longer ago than I thought. We'll have a quick check on the R&D just to get an idea of how fast it's going. 20%. Right, so whilst that's going, we want to do something about car parks. So I don't see any particular issue with just filling this entire space over here with car parks. Apart from we want to spend getting some long-term car parking somewhere, but we'll get to that when we get to that, right? Otherwise, we've got all this space here to fill up with whatever else we need for the service side of things. In terms of expanding the medium stands, what we'll do when it comes to that is we'll get rid of this strip of taxiway, get rid of this small stand here, expand them up like that, and then connect the service road up. That's how we're going to expand them. They do obviously cost quite a lot of money though, which is why we've only got the 3 at the moment. Yeah, 37. Oh no, it's even the wrong thing. Stands. $75,000. We don't want to go crazy with them. Also, I didn't want to go too crazy. I was quite careful in the amount of airlines I signed on and the amount of things that I did to try and make sure that our flight capacity wasn't full necessarily, but was pretty much there. But right now, the only airline we have which we are not at capacity for is Stripe, pretty much, which we have only a 50% approval rating with. But that'll get up there. Otherwise, these ones in red, we've assigned all of the active flights. In Havana, we've actually done the same. It just hasn't, for some reason, told us that. Yeah, so Wildcat is a 4-star one. What I found out as well, I'm all over the place with this, but bear with me. What I found out as well is that the star rating for airlines, rather than being like this is how good they are, actually refers more to the flights they offer in terms of their sizes. So a 4-star does medium and large. A 2-star does small and medium equally balanced. If there was a 1-star, oh there we go, they do small and medium, but I was expecting it to be more smalls, but yeah, okay. But yeah, so that's kind of interesting. So the 4-star we've got is going to have large flights that we literally cannot do anything about. So we might get assigned those flights that we cannot put on any runway. So we might not ever max those out, which is something to bear in mind, I think. Right. Parking. So cannot quite fit one in there, which is very frustrating. I do have 2 of these. Do I need 2 of those? I mean, probably not, right? Let's get rid of it. And then we can put in an extra parking lot here. Could we fit in 2? The other thing I used quite a lot is this building tool here, where you can toggle planning mode. So when you build stuff, it doesn't actually immediately build it. No, we can't quite fit it in. That's a shame. Which means I got rid of those for no reason, but that's also fine. If we don't need them, we don't need them. Do they cost money? I don't think they do, no. As in per, like a maintenance thing. So we'll put one down there. You can see I left a bit of space either side of the bus stations and everything. So if we do want to put in an additional row of taxi drop-off points or car drop-off points, we can also expand those quite a lot. And these here are bus stops for seating for everyone, although no one seems to really ever use them. So we'll have one in there. Not a subway entrance. We can fit one in there. Wonderful. Oh, and then we can go like this. We've just completed the aircraft cabin cleaning, so before we go any further, operations R&D, do that, and then we want to do, where is it? Franchise, or what is it we're doing? Franchise shops or cafes? Franchise shops. So let's get that done. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what would we need to do to get the, was it the catering we just did? What is it we just did? The cabin cleaning, right? Yeah. Okay, let's just pause it a second. What would we need to do the aircraft a waste depot and an aircraft cabin cleaning truck? So we now have a waste depot available to us, which connects to service roads and is absolutely huge. I obviously wasn't expecting it to be quite that big. It's a shame I can't fit it in there. Do I maybe put it like that and then leave a space? Because then if you put it right, are we still in toggle planning mode? We are, yes. If we put it in, we can always move it later on, I suppose. But if we put it there, could we make this path smaller? How large does a... Yeah, we could make that smaller. There's no need to have it quite as large as that. And then we can shift this back so we can get a double road in, I think. No, I don't think we will be able to actually, will we? No, irrelevant then. So let's just pop it in there. And then we'll bring a road up. Oh, we don't need to bring a road up there because it goes up there, doesn't it? And then we can get up there to do everything else. Well, I'm really back and forth on where I want this to be. Because it has entrances on either side, we could put it like here and bring the road up through if we need to build anything else up there. And if we needed to build anything here, we can just expand the road up here, can't we? Okay, let's just put it down there. And let's just get that built. So we need to go in here and say build slant objects and do that. We'll do that one and that one as well. And we'll also build in the road. Public tarmac road, which will pop in just here like this. And then we'll have a look at how people are going to get in and out of there as well. We'll think about that in a moment. We might want to make this double width if we can. Yes, we can. So if we do like that, perhaps. And then service road, not service road. Public road. Like this. And then if we just say building tools, build all of those. Now obviously that might take a little bit of time because so this is why I wanted 2 of these perhaps, because now if stuff has to get delivered, stuff will have to wait for that one to move first, but we'll ignore that for the moment. And a waste disposal truck. Let's get a couple of, because it's never enough to have one of anything, I found. So the pushback trucks I have 3, the stair trucks I have 3. Aircraft cabin cleaning truck, we probably need more than 2. Let's go for 4. No, we'll go for 3. Oh, we can't yet, because we haven't got the waste depot. We need to wait for that to get built. We can't prioritize stuff, can we? Okay, well, we'll just leave that go then. So we have franchise shop researching now, don't we? We did start that, yes, okay. So we'll just carry on with our parking spaces down here then. And think about how we're going to make this work. We want to try and stick with our one-way system as well, if possible. So for this road here, for example, can we do it while they're still being built? I think what we'd do is we'd make like this go this way, and this go this way. So stuff would come down here, go along there, and then come back to get out. Maybe it doesn't really matter that much, but that's what we're going to do. We'll stick with this being down only. And then we'll think about where we're going to put some more parking in. So we can carry that one on up there. And then we can go like that. And then we can go like that. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Where are our contractors? What would they be doing right? Oh, they're deleting all that stuff, aren't they? They're getting there. They're getting there. We don't need to do that stuff any faster necessarily. So we'll just let them go. Let them go at their own little pace even. So that does give us a little bit of room to expand the terminal out here so we can squeeze some more gates in. There's plenty of room for security checkpoints and exits and everything, so I'm not too worried about that. And yeah, if we can expand that out, get more, because as you see, I'm squeezing in gates wherever I can. They don't need much space necessarily. This is quite generous in terms of space. We could always expand. In fact, no, no, let's not do it. Let's not do it right this moment. It's okay, we've got time. Where are the contractors, I wonder? They've finished doing this path. Hope that doesn't muck anything up. But we can always put it back in, I suppose, can't we, if we need to. Oh, they are building the waste disposal site. You can see them running around. I'm guessing the green bars are the progress for that waste disposal site. Takes a lot to build just 4 of them, doesn't it? There it is. Right, let's go and purchase 3 aircraft cabin cleaning trucks. The reason I've got 3 is I'm thinking this is probably going to be more for the medium vehicles rather than the smalls. Planes. When I say vehicles, I mean planes. But that is going to be another source of income. So now I guess we're going to have to enable that. So we shall enable the aircraft cleaning service, which is wonderful. We don't really need to connect that to anything else, I don't think, either, do we? And we could... No, we can't get rid of that road because we need it for... I was going to say we could bring that up there and then get rid of that, but we can't because we need it for the medium runways, medium stands. How is the research going? 71% is getting there. They're starting to build some of these car parks. I'm hoping that the car parks don't look as full. At one point, the car parks looked really full, and it's like, we're going to need a lot more car parks. They don't look as full anymore. I wonder if that's because I've got the subway there instead. I wonder if more people are utilising that. I mean, I hope not, because, you know, it's my money maker. Don't get rid of my money makers. But the more flights we have and everything, the more we get these converted to... Can we do this one, actually? No, there's one still on its way. I'm trying to do them in order. So I don't want to do that before I do that one, necessarily. And then we also do need to squeeze another stand in for it, which we'll put like over here or something before we... how much would it cost to expand the terminal? That's... 60,000. Yeah, I don't know. We probably could do with it, but we won't do it right yet. And we could also expand this terminal over here. Why is there a delay? It's already sorted itself out, whatever it was. Okay. I think we're going to need some more security checkpoints. Because these queues are getting quite redonkulous. So let's put in a couple more. Medium. We'll put one in there, and we'll put one in there once that little dot has been gotten rid of. Oh, we also need to make... Oh, I see. Because I had walls in there and stuff, it's left these weird spaces. Just to make sure that everything under there is a secure zone. Yeah, so to start with, the secure zone actually started about here. And I only had small checkpoints, and I had to slowly work my way into moving everything forward to give myself some more room so that the medium checkpoints are actually viable. So we've got a couple of the extra car parks built now, and if we do expand over here, we do also have a connection here, which we could, if we'll probably put in an extra world entrance, which are pretty cheap actually. They only cost 1,500. We could put one over here, and we then can connect them both together as well. Should we need them connected together? That's down to 30% already. That's crazy. Didn't we just repair that? So something's gone on here. It's gone. Don't worry about it. It's gone. It's fine. Everything's sorted. We're up to 70 out of 75 flights booked now. We do also have the radar tower we can build, which will increase our flights by an extra 50, so we could have 125. I'm not, again, too worried about that at the moment. Whilst we are still not quite there, because we'd have to do lots of stuff to try and squeeze them all in. So as you can see, it seems to be pretty efficient. Like, I've kept with that. I'm sure you can notice this, but I've kept with the one-way system to keep traffic flowing nicely. So it flows up here and around and down and out. And when it comes out, it exits directly onto the lane that goes in that direction, rather than having to have any sort of cross traffic or anything like that. Which is why there are no one-way arrows on this little section here. Because if there was a one-way arrow here, the vehicles coming up would immediately at this point try and cross over it, and it would hold up the traffic coming out there, which is why they are not there. So they built a couple of those car parks, which are pointless because there's nothing there. That little road has gone though, so let's put in... Oh, we finished our research by the look of it. So let's slow everything down a little bit. But before we do anything else, it may be a little overkill to have another one in already. Pop. But I think it's definitely going to serve us in the long run. We're then going to need to get another 8 security guards, I believe. It says we need 3, but we'll get 6 to be sure, and another couple of passenger service agents. So applicants, passenger service agents. That is a terrible selection. Reject, 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 reject. I'm trying not to go for the most expensive ones. I'm trying to go for like ones like this, like the light green. That's what I want. So we'll have you, we'll have you. We don't want you, 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 we don't want you. Matching to service agents. No one there yet. Let's speed everything up. Nope. Too good. They're too good. I don't need them. I don't need them that good. You are perfect. Do we still need another one? No, we don't at the moment, but I will get, perfect, another one regardless. We'll have you. I don't mind getting a few oranges here and there. Don't want the reds though. We're not that bad of an airport. We are trying our best. We'll have you. If we must. And we'll have you. Because the thing with those medium checkpoints is, if there aren't 4 security guards working them... Yeah, go on. If there aren't 4 security guards working them, then they will not work. That'll do. Yeah, if there's only 3 guards there, like here, we have 2 guards. We now have 3 guards there, but it isn't going to be activated until there are 4 guards there. So it's important to have plenty of security guards to work those checkpoints. And right now, of course, there's no one queued up. But when we get there again, seats are looking very full. So I might chuck in a couple more seats down here. Just to try and keep people, you know, comfortable. What I don't have over this side, I've just realised, is I don't have the drinks machines. So over here, we'll pop one in there. Don't know which one I built now. I'll put one down there. Perfect. And of course now the seats are pretty empty as well. Of course they are. Of course they are. Lots of people use the subway. I do wish I made money for the subway. So our car parks do look like they're being used. It looks like we have more cars there than we had capacity for before, which is lovely. Let's check the research. Franchised shops are done. Is there anything else? There's nothing else we need to research for that. Is there anything else we would like to research? Possibly the catering service, because that's something else that we're going to be able to make money off of, right? Upkeep cost reduction, salary cost reduction, repair cost reduction, increased construction speed. And we get the Project 2 group. I'm going to do that one. Because that means we should be able to research 2 things at once. Because right now we have 8 administrators and we're not really utilising them very well. So we can now drag out a shop room in the terminal. Does the shop go in a secure zone? Is it like a duty free? Does it go elsewhere? I don't know. Shops. Shop room, shop counter, and shelves. All sorts of things. Interesting. Place a shop counter and some shelves. Click on the room and sign a contract with a business. Okay. It can go in either area. That's very interesting. I might put one over here. Just a little one to start so we can test the water. Let's put a wall around it. We'll put a medium door in. Just there. And we need to put in a counter and some shelves. I wonder if there's enough room. How big's the counter? I mean, only just. It's going to have to go that way, right? Do we have to staff it? No, we get franchise staff. Okay. And then some shelves. Yep. Oh, we can actually fit that one in. It seems a bit crazy though, right? Let's not put it there. It probably wouldn't work. I don't know exactly how these work. So if we just do this. Is that okay? Am I still in? I still am in planning mode. Let's leave planning mode. I think I have left planning mode. Still waiting for this stuff here to get built. Oh, hold on. Pause the game. Right, what we didn't think about was getting people out of there. Let's just check the walkable area. So these people in these car parks can walk along and cross over these crossings. The ones in these car parks and these car parks cannot get to the walkways. So we need to put in some zebra crossings. So we shall put them in, if we put it in like here, well, I'll put it in like, as long as they can cross, and that should be able to cross, right? Not there though. And then over here we can put one in there, one in there, one in there. So that should solve that problem. We turn that heat map off. It's going to take them a while to build the zebra crossings, although it looks like people are using them anyway, actually, so maybe we're okay. Maybe we're okay. And then we'll wait for that to get built as well. We do need to sign a contract with someone. Quick stop. At least 15 meters squared. I'm assuming you have that. At least one shelf. At least 35 sales per day. That might be a bit tricky. Should we just go with the cheapy cheap one for starters? Yeah, let's just go with the cheapy cheap one to start with. And we'll just see how it goes. And then we just need to wait for them to be built and for passengers to buy things. In the meantime, the R&D is almost there. Wonderful. And as you can see, we're doing okay with money. We are making money. We've made about 200,000 since we started this video. So we're not doing too bad. I'm assuming the waste disposal truck is doing its thing. It's not storing any waste though, which makes me think it's not doing its thing. It's enabled there. We're looking for economy. Cabin cleaning sales. So we've made a little bit of money. We have made a little bit of money off it, okay. And parking is gone up, and we have made money apparently off the franchise. We've made $15 or pounds off the franchise, despite the fact it's not quite built yet. So it looks like even though it's not built yet, people are using it. Same with the zebra crossing, actually. I wonder if it is built, it's just not working. Where are my contractors? Oh, there they are. So they are around doing things. And of course, the till is the wrong way round. Ugh. Let's get that the right way round. Let's repair that runway. How's this one doing? It's okay. How are these doing? Oh, some of them are pretty bad. Some of them are pretty bad. If they do break, people will just get stuck, essentially. So we're going to spend a few thousand just repairing these orange ones. I believe one of the executives enables like an auto repair, which would be lovely, wouldn't it? And we'll try and keep an eye on this stand here and see if that goes, and we could dismiss the aircraft, but you know, I'm trying to be nice about it. And I think, yeah, so the ones with the little blue marks outside the zebra crossings, they're the ones which are active as commercial flights. Yeah, commercial flights. So these two here are not, and these two here are not. We're going to try to get there. We're going to try to get there. And I suppose if we bought this plot here, we could just expand the little ones, particularly on an extra one way. We have an extra one way down. But yeah, expanding, and we won't do that one actually, because we're going to want to delete that at some point to expand the medium ones up, which is where the money is going to be. The money. We're still at 70 flights, which I think is good. I think that's a sensible place to be at the moment. It's going to give us an idea on exactly where we are. What I'd like to know... So cleaning's completed. What I want to make sure is that we're not in a situation where... Yeah, so none of the little ones, look, none of the little ones are having the cleaning done. So they don't have cleaning for the small ones. Only the mediums do, which is why I only went for the 3 trucks. 3 is probably excessive. Same with the pushback trucks and everything. But if you have a situation where one plane gets stuck and there's a pushback truck assigned to it, it can just cause like a backlog essentially of stuff. So I wanted to try to avoid that. What we could do, if we expand this up here and connect it, would that work if you connect it sideways onto these, I wonder? Put a zebra crossing in. What would be nice if we could do that is it gives an extra route for vehicles and it might stop any congestion coming up here, but then again it might not, so I don't know. How are my contractors doing? They look like they should be coming to do the shop any minute now. I love there are people actually working there and people trying to buy things. Maybe we should have brought more contractors in. I mean, what are you doing, guys? Where are you? Anyone see the contractors? Oh, they're picking stuff up, look. And where are they going? You guys are going to go do zebra crossings? By look. Oh no, you're just taking different routes into the airport. Excellent, so you are making your way down there. My headphones have just started beeping, which of course means they're running out of battery. I never know if you guys can hear that. It's always so loud in my ears. I don't know how loud it is outside of them. So I don't know if you guys ever pick up on it. You can probably hear me scrabbling around with the USB cable trying to do the old flip it around 4 times until it actually fits in anywhere. What are you doing? Go inside. Seriously. That literally took me about 6 times of rotating it to figure out which way it went in. So those shelves are down. They're just building the counter now, or they should be. I can't tell if that's going to work or not. I'm going to try something different there. I don't like how it's worked out. In fact, let's get rid of that one as well. And when they do go, we will pause it to get stuff in there. Hopefully a little faster so we don't spend too much time without. So, if I put one in there, is it going to block? I don't think it will, Let's put one in there. That one in there. In fact, no. But, no, because that says that's not the wall-mounted one. So if we put the wall-mounted one in there, and then that one there. And we could put that there. Try that. That looks like that might work. Let's try that. What's going on here? We've got a couple of flights delayed. Ensure there are a sufficient number of check-in desks. Is that because I don't have enough staff? No. There are no available check-in desks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, okay, so I don't have enough check-in desks. See what I meant? You have to make sure you have the same amount of desks, not following my own rules. So we'll leave those 3 for the medium flights, and then we'll just stick in... I might just start just smashing this space up like this. And it also said we were low on security officers. So let's go and hire some more security officers. Do we need them right now? I mean, we've got enough. It says we need more security officers, but where are those jobs that it thinks are available for security officers when all of those are manned? There are 17 hired and there are 17 jobs, and it says there are 4 available, but I don't know where those 4 are. So just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So in a minute, those flights are going to complain. Oh, one thing that did happen that you missed as it was off camera was I had an emergency situation where I think it was a bird strike happened and a plane needed to land. And it come up with a thing saying you've got 30 minutes to decide whether you're going to accept this or not. If you do not accept it, there will be a penalty to your airport's reputation. You'll receive a financial fine, so there'll be a financial penalty as well. You have 30 minutes to decide. Because the game was on triple speed, by the time I read it, I'd already failed. It was just, it's just already gone. I only needed the hangar to do it, so I was all ready to go. It just, the triple speed didn't work in my favour then. So that's looking pretty good, I think, isn't it? Seem to have access to all of the things they need. They've made 14 sales. Wonderful. Managed to cram quite a lot into that tiny little shop. We might put another one maybe up in the... if we bring that wall like across, we could put like shops in there, couldn't we? Maybe we'll do that. Passengers have started to complain that they have to carry their baggage all the way to the aircraft. This is obviously not very efficient and greatly annoys your passengers. It is time to design a conveyor belt system so we can transport baggage to and from the aircraft using baggage trucks. To get a working baggage system up and running, it's important to set it up properly. I bet it is. Continue with the next checklist to get started. This is going to get, I suspect, very complex, very fast. I reckon. Oh, they finished all of the car parks, look. How much money we're making from car parks now? Up to 2.5 grand from car parks. Car parks are where it's at, man. Car parks are where it's at. This is just not getting used at all, so I am just going to demolish this. I gave you somewhere to use, you refused to use it, so you do not get it anymore. They are banned from this staff room. They can't use this staff room, so it's not like they're going up there when they need to do something. So I don't know why they refuse to use it, but now they can't. So sucks to be a contractor working at this airport. Oh, there's the police patrol route, which I thought I'd broken because I did actually have this in a loop going around to start with. I did still stick with that same thing, which is why there's this space down there. But then I decided when nothing was using this route, there's no reason for it, and there's no point in me putting like a fuel depot over here. If the vehicles are then going to have to leave the vehicle depot, they won't cross this road, so I'd go all the way around to do it. So I thought, nah, why? What is the point? Staff are looking pretty good at the moment. The flight should now be sorted because we have enough check-in desks. In theory, we have enough check-in desks. In fact, I might preemptively fill the rest of this... Oh, not that. This space up as well. Maybe even put an extra one in there so that it matches the seats, right? Goes up to the edge of the seats. And so is this one doing anything? It isn't. We'd have to build another medium one and then delete that one, I think. So let's actually do that. And then maybe at some point we'll try and do something with this queue because it does get a bit silly. Maybe we'll have to delete these row of seats or something. So we'll build that one, then we'll delete that one, and then it leaves us a space there where we can put that one in there as well. Cool, right. Car parks are good. Stands are good. There are no stand upgrades, are there? Are there any runway upgrades? Just the Pappy lights, which are probably useful, but we don't really use at the moment. Oh, I paused it. We're up to 69 flights, so we pretty much hit our maximum. Yeah, so Wildcat's up to 100%. There are some offered flights we've not scheduled, but that could be because we've only got 3 stands for medium flights, or because they are the larger flights and we're not able to do anything with them. Apart from that, they all are pretty much full, so maybe we'll start thinking about doing another flight contract at some point, or maybe it's time to start thinking about expanding the number of medium flights we can have, particularly because that also includes the cleaning costs as well. How much are we making from cleaning now? It's been a little while. Nothing. I was expecting more than nothing. Did I start the research and not assign anyone to it? No, I did. So we have the program group thing now. So now we still don't have that? I don't understand. Okay, doesn't matter. Moving on. Oh, we have to actually unlock programming group 2. Oh, well, let's do that then. Let's get that done as well. So, is there anything we can really... we need to do the baggage handling. Haha, of course we do. Extend your terminal and build a baggage bay. So this is all stuff we're going to deal with in the next video. I don't think we're going to worry about that too much this time round. Do we want to start looking at... It's going to be a bit of a hassle doing the expansion for the medium stands, but it is going to have to be done. Maybe... Ooh. Oh no, the aircraft's just coming. It must be that one there. If we see that one disappear... What's going on? What's going on? Nothing's going on. You're a liar. Staff-wise... Oh, ramp agents, which now complaining about. So you want to make sure that... I don't know exactly what the ramp agents do. I think they're these guys, or maybe they're the guys that just deal with the baggage and stuff. I don't really know, but... If it says we're short, we're going to want a few more. Say we're short by 4. Or just the 1. Okay. We'll get another ramp agent. We'll get one more. Why not? Hire. Ramp agent. We'll get a alright one. We'll get an alright one. Not great. Not great, but not terrible. And in the meantime, yeah, let's build a shop up here. In fact, I could build a shop like here, couldn't I? Next to the luxury terminal. Let's do that. Make it a little bit bigger. Just make sure that we can actually do this, I suppose. If the counter fits in there, it does fit in there. Fits in there nicely. I'm assuming the staff can get in and out of that. You'll find out when we sign a contract whether they can or not. And then shells, if we make this a slightly nicer one perhaps. If we do that, can people get past? Does that leave space for people to get past as well? I've got no idea. This, go away. That's right in my way. So if I do that, it doesn't look like people are going to be able to get past, does it? So let's... I don't know if people would actually work there either. Let's just get rid of all of it. And let's get rid of the room. I think it was a silly idea. Let's not do that. So we want it to be somewhere slightly bigger than that. What we've undemolished. There we go. Oh, did I not just... Right, there we go. So staff looking pretty good. There are surpluses, but that's not that big of a problem. Not a lot of stored waste, but maybe that's just because we don't have enough flights to really make a lot of use out of it. Loving the car park situation. That looks so good. And we can't change these, can we? So we can set a staff only one. Oh, you can set long-term parking. That's interesting. That's interesting. Maybe we'll just set like this one. As long-term. And maybe these 3? Yeah. So we've got a few long-terms. We've completed project group 2, so operations R&D done. Which means we now have 2 we can use. Excellent. So baggage handling, start project. We can put 5 people on that, and then over here What do we want over here? Franchise cafes? We know how it all works now. That's probably a good idea, right? Proactive maintenance, though. Proactive cleaning, proactive repairs. Oh, I mean, yeah, fine. We'll do that. That sounds quite useful, actually. Stops things from actually breaking in the first place. Might save us some money as well. So this shop's doing okay. I didn't want to click on that person. Oh my god, it is smashed sales through the roof. How much are we making from shops? Passengers? Franchises? Oh. I thought we were going to be so much higher than that, and it's £113. That's disappointing. Well, the R&D is being done now. So maybe we do what we said we were going to do originally then, and we like expand this along here and put a shop in here perhaps. Let's remake this a secure zone. Make a shop there, and then like this one over here, we can make like a cafe, can't we? That could be quite cool. So we'll make this a shop room. It's a little bit bigger. It should be a little bit more feasible. We'll put the counter in here. Although those are large, they are basic. Okay. So we'll put a pedestal in here and here. Wall mounted can go here, 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 and here. And then we have whatever this is. Maybe we'll get rid of one of those. Pop that in there. And then we'll sign a contract. We've got a 1 star, so let's go with a 2 star. Let's just go with Flygo. Can't? Oh, we can't because we don't have enough. We can only do small ones because we have. Does it tell us what conditions we haven't met? Oh, the number of shells, the size. Okay, so we don't have the size for that one. That's interesting. So we'll just go with that one for now then. We'll just go with that one, and we'll worry about sorting it out properly at a later date and getting some better shops in. Probably need to really think about expanding the terminal then, don't we? Making like a little shopping area perhaps. We could have expanded that across there maybe to make it bigger. But at least that's something. So we have a shop in the secure zone, a shop in the non-secure zone. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Parking's looking good. Does it break the parking down by long term or short term? It does. Obviously the long term is quite new, so we'll wait to see how that pans out. And I was going to look at the R&D. The proactive maintenance is nearly done, so we'll probably wait for that to be done. And then we'll probably call that about there then, because still got 0. Let's request a pickup at 90% so that if it does fill up, we're not going to be stuck if it doesn't get collected. Oh, cleaning's impressive. So stuff is getting cleaned. Stuff is getting cleaned. Oh, there it is. Is that the cleaning truck? Must be. Or is that the refueling truck? No, it must be the cleaning one. That says cleaning. Oh, I don't know where the cleaning one is then. Don't know. But anyway, so they are getting cleaned. Cleaning in progress on that one as well. I don't know. I've not seen anything use this at all, so I don't know where the cleaning stuff's going. I don't know where the waste is going. I don't like that this is just a patch of ground now. Yes, delete that. And I can't... How do I just get rid of that? There we go. That actually gets us a bit of money back as well. We're over 2 million now. This is actually a fairly profitable airport. Things are going pretty well. Why are you closed? Oh, because it's like nighttime. That makes sense. We have... Ooh, pause a second. Stand is still occupied. Stand is still occupied. Stand is still occupied. These are all mediums. Why are all this? Why is stuff not happening? Boarding not started. I'm short a security officer and a janitor, so nothing that would be stopping the boarding. So why are you not boarding that plane? Boarding opens at 17:54. It is almost 2 in the morning. Something's gone a bit awry there, hasn't it? Boarding not started, boarding not started. Is it because the cleaning stuff's got stuck? Like, where are my cleaning trucks? Aircraft cabin cleaning truck. There's one there, but there's only one there. I think... I don't know, because that one's clean and that one hasn't started. Is it because it's still refueling? Did we not have fuel coming in? We don't have any fuel in at all. I wonder if that's what it is. I wonder if that's what we were waiting for. But that one's being refueled though. So they just say cleaning's in progress, but the cleaning trucks aren't there. I think the cleaning trucks have got stuck. I think they're gone. I think they're lost. And that appears to have broken everything. Where are you going? You going to go in there now? No, where are you going? And where are your friends? There's one. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, and it worries me because that's going to start costing us a lot of reputational impacts. They're all Wildcat flights as well. So our Wildcat reputation is going to go through the floor in a minute. Because we are way behind on flights there, but I don't know what I can do about that. People are going to start getting very angry. But no one's stuck. Everyone can move everywhere if they want to. No one's complaining about not being able to go anywhere. So I don't know. Where are you going? You're considering going into the depot, but you haven't. You've turned around, you've gone back. You've considered getting stuck. You got there. You're going up, you're going up, you're going up. Is it because I haven't connected that bit of road? Does it need it for some weird reason? So I want to build a little bit there. I just want to see. It looks like it's going to connect, doesn't it? I just want to see if it does. If it does, we'll go up there and we'll put a crossing in. But that's all I can think, that the trucks are trying to clean, but for whatever reason there's a one-way route through the waste depot. So they've started cleaning. For whatever reason they got stuck and they've wanted to go and drop off their waste. But they can't. I thought, even though it had entrances on either side, that you'd only need to connect one. I realise now that may have been a terrible mistake. Well, that flight finally got out. Is that the one which was... Yeah, that's one which had been cleaned. That was a cleaning truck, isn't it? Yeah, so why is no one dealing with... If you're going to deal with that one, which is now clean, deal with this one. It must be because those trucks are assigned. Well, let's see what happens. I do want to see what happens now when we finish this little bit of road. I should definitely have more than 4 contractors for this sort of situation, shouldn't I? They're there as sort of an emergency fallback, but then when I actually need to do stuff, it takes a little bit longer to actually get anything done, doesn't it? There are 4 tiles left, and there are 4 of them, so this should be it now. Right, let's watch these trucks. Yeah, immediately straight up, in they go, dropping off their stuff. Ugh. So that has cost us quite a bit of frustration and probably affected our reputational impact. Hasn't so far, actually. But it does mean that a lot of our flights would have been delayed. I'm surprised I haven't had a notification saying that we should be concerned about how long it's taken for things to happen, and then other flights need to be delayed and stuff. So cleaning is now completed. So boarding is now in progress. Here come the people to board the plane. Ugh. I can't tell. It doesn't look... I mean, it looks like there it does, but I don't know. I think for now that works. It's good enough for the moment, isn't it? In fact, I might even, just to tidy it up, I might get rid of that bit there, because they're only going to go up and go straight down through, aren't they? So let's do that. And now we actually have stored waste in there. Ugh, crazy, crazy. So I wonder if that now means also that our money for the cleaning fees will actually start going up a little bit. Crazy, crazy. Cool, right, well then. Whew. After all of that, let's very quickly check R&D. This is done. The baggage handling is about to be done as well. What can we do here instead? The Franchise Cafe Structural Engineering Program, Group 2. Reduces project time. Structural Engineering gets us concrete stuff, which could be quite interesting. Automation Self-Checking Kiosk. Baggage drop, self-boarding gate, and automated passport control. Could be useful. Unlock the tilt trade to get more control of the routing of passenger baggage. Could be interesting. Baggage secure. Oh my word, everything gets crazy with baggage, doesn't it? What do we have up here? Floor construction to get extra terminal floors in. That could be very useful just in terms of shops and stuff, actually. That could be very useful. Remote stand is the shuttles, which could be okay. We'll just say yes to that for the minute. I'll look at it in a minute. And then the catering. Let's get the catering going. Is there anything else we needed to do research for this? Isn't there? No, it's just the baggage handling. So, advanced runway lighting, poor visibility, de-icing gets us a de-icing truck, and we're going to start running out of space, I think, aren't we? The belt loader provides a faster way to load medium aircraft. With what? Baggage or people? Multiple terminal operations, a terminal area assignment tool. Interesting. Basically, most of this stuff we're kind of interested in. I think we're going to get the floor construction, I think. Yeah, we're going to get that. So I think that's where maybe we'll make like a food court, like above it or something. That could be really interesting. We can increase those on there as well. Yeah, maybe we'll like delete these shops and we'll have like an upper shop area. What's going on here? You're not stuck. I just saw you go through. You're a liar. Looks like that is all fine over here. Now then, I'm going to very quickly repair these, so I don't start the next video and warble on for 20 minutes. It's just about to close that, but it's obviously about to be used. Cool. All right then. Quick look at the economy. We are making 2,800 from parking. Wonderful. Aircraft cleaning sales. They're still very low, actually. Still very low. And franchise we're still making basically nothing from. How are the sales in the franchise shops? 181 to 35. And 287. Yeah, they're doing fine. They're doing fine. There's lots of space down here for us to do stuff. Maybe we'll put like a little shopping area down. I don't know. We'll look at that next time. If you have any suggestions, of course, do let me know down in the comments. I'm going to leave that there. Hope you've enjoyed this latest part of Airport CEO. Get it right. If you have, hit that like button. That'd be really, really appreciated. And it really is. I know I say it every time and it's just like a standard blurb almost, but I really do appreciate when you guys, even if you watch them, if you watch them and you enjoy them, if you like them, it means the world to me. It really does. Comment and subscribe as well, of course, if you're not already. Don't forget I stream every Wednesday at 7 PM UK time. It'd be wonderful to see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you next time in Airport CEO. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.